talking about the Bumi performance on the first semester of 2024, can you elaborate more about this one and from the top line to the bottom line?
Well, we announced our results in the end of July for the first half of this year. We've had an overburden reduction of 5%. The strip ratio has gone down by 11%, which is a measure of cost efficiency. The coal production has gone up by 7% compared with the same period last year. The sales have gone up by 7% compared with last year in the first half of 23. Unfortunately, what has impacted the sector really is the price. From a level of $93 that we realized in the first half of last year, we have realized only $75, which is a reduction in price of 19%. And if you look at the price and what factors it has made, in 2021, the average realized price was $67.4 per ton. In 2022, when the coal price had gone up to $300 to $400 per ton on the benchmark, our average realized price was $121. So it has gone up by, I think in that year, by almost 80%. So in 22, the price went up by 80% that we realized. In the first half of last year, we have realized $93. And in the first half of this year, that $93 has come down to $75. So there's a reduction of 21 plus 7, 28, maybe 25% in the first half of this year, first half of last year. And there's a further 20% reduction in the first half of this year. So the price has been showing a declining trend. So when we look at our overall results, and we have published our results already, we've had an earnings call hosted by CLSA on the 15th of April. The recording of that call is available to investors. And if you're unable, we've also put out an announcement where investors are invited to access it. But if you can't, please let us know. We will let you know. However, when we are looking at what you call the performance this year, the revenue last year in the first half was $3.3 billion. And this year, it has dropped to $2.9 billion. So there's been a reduction in revenue by 13% compared with last year. However, our costs have also come down by 11%. And because the price has gone down, the gross profit reduced by 29-30%. And the operating profit was also impacted. However, when we look at the total income before tax, we have done about 145 million. And after tax, our net profit is $135 million. But what is attributable to Bumi for the 51% KPC that it owns and 90% of Arupmin and 20 to 23% of Dharma Henva and BRMS. What is attributable to Bumi is a profit of $85 million, which compares with $82 million of last year. So there has been an increase in profit by 4% compared with last year, in spite of a drop in price by 20% versus last year. So I would say, all in all, our total liabilities have reduced by almost $300 million. Our total liabilities and equity have actually remained constant. and our net equity has gone up by $100 million. So all in all, I would say that the performance has been quite good.
Okay. It's quite impressive, actually. As we know that the price fluctuative is very fluctuative right now. So, and the next is from the production's perspective. What is how much the percentage of the full year of 2024 coal production target has been achieved by the end of the first semester of this year?
Well, we have done 38 million tons in the first half of this year, and our guidance is 78 million to 82 million. So we are already pro rata on the lower band of our production. We have requested for an increase in RKAB production level from the government and KPC from 53.5 million tons to 56 million tons. Unfortunately, that should make up for the challenges that Arutmin has faced this year. So we are quite confident that we will hit our guidance of 78 million tons at least. And if the weather is kind in the second half of this year, maybe we can even increase it. But a fair amount also depends on market factors and where they are leading us. So I would say that if you are looking at the full year results, I would think the volume target would be met. It could be a little higher than last year.
Okay, what's the number actually? What's the number?
78 million tons going up to 82 million tons.
Okay.